I've been up here in the attic for like, I'm gonna say an hour and a half maybe, working on powering all the can lights. So I've got 4 done with 8 to go. That's okay. The rest should go quicker. Part of the challenge was figuring out, where they were. But also, as I've been going along, I've been screwing these boards down to the studs because there's studs, the joists, because there's nothing else to do electrical wise underneath them. So like for now, they can be secured in place, and it's really nice actually because it's like something super firm to walk on up here. That's what I've been doing. We'll turn on the power together. Yeah. So the lights that I am using are these Amico brand recessed lights with the night light. And I am using, for the bedroom ceiling and in the hallway, this black version. Now, if you guys have been following the channel for a while, you know that I have loved these lights since I lived in my last house, and I have recommended these to so many friends and family, and so many people have purchased them and love them. I love the nightlight feature. I love all that. But fun fact, Amico reached out to me to sponsor this video with these lights. So there are 2 components to these lights. You have the light itself, and then you have its little box. The box is going to come with your little connectors. It's got the wires inside. You just push open one of the little access points. They don't come with these, but you can get these from any hardware store. I don't even know what the hell these are called. It's gonna stop your wires from pulling out, assist in things not getting in there, like so. And I'm just doing this to show you guys. It'll be different in the attic, but you take your wire, you push it right on through, and then you're gonna tighten these. And of course, if you're not comfortable doing this, you should be hiring a licensed electrician to do it. I myself am comfortable doing it, so that's why I am. Once you've got your wires in, you just take your connectors and you are matching likes with likes. So we're gonna put the white in here, black or your hot line in here, and then of course your ground line. Tuck those down, snap the top, and now we are ready to put this in the ceiling. Also on the side, what I love about these is that you can also change the temperature of the light. So 5,000 being the coolest and 2,700 being the warmest. I always have it on the warmest just because I like a warm glow. All right, so once we've got the little lead from the end of the box fed through the opening, it is so easy to connect these. So you just line up the flat edge, plug that in, twist that tight to make sure it's connected. I will say these little orange tabs hurt like a bitch if you get snapped with them, so make sure you don't. We're gonna tuck the lead up. There's a little foam disc to sort of seal this. Ow! Get one side up and then other. We're in business. We're about 2.5 hours of work. There's all the lights. I get to look at it before you guys do because I was the one sweating my tits off in the attic. All right. And then we can do the nightlight trick where you turn them off and back on, and then they've soft glow. That was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. I've been eating Jolly Ranchers the whole time. I have a problem. So like I said, I love these lights. I have been using them for years and years. I've talked about them in the videos for years and years at this point. If you like them and you're interested, there is a link below to the Amico website. And if you use code Sean15 when you are checking out, you will get 15% off your purchase. So don't say I never gave you nothing. Tonight I have been going around and working on clearing out the gaps between the floors. Last night I did all of the white, which that took about 3 hours because that was also scraping calcium and paint off of it, which is like a fire remediation thing. I don't know if they still do that, but they did it in the 80s. This is, I'm not gonna lie, this is a pain in the ass, and it's not my favorite thing to do because it hurts your body. But tonight I did get all of the walls sanded, so they are ready to be primed, which is very exciting. It's Tuesday right now, so I've got the big drum sander and the wall sander, not wall, but like the smaller one to go along baseboards. I have those reserved for Friday for a rental. So Friday night, I will at least get these stripped and the wood filler spread. And then Saturday, final sanding, and then I can start putting polyurethane down, which is very exciting. Because then I go to Texas a few days later to visit my brother. So that gives this room time to breathe, the floors to breathe and cure a bit better. When I get home from Texas, get cracking on final paint for the walls and then all the trim work, which is, the big final step. But once the floors are done, I can swap out the ceiling fan there and the medallion. But yeah, the floors are the last big mess. I still need to cut out the closet floor. I messaged my dad tonight and asked if he was up to the task to source 3 1/4 inch pine tongue and groove flooring. That's what this is. I need 66 square feet in there. I need less than that, but that's margin of error, So this is what the floors look like up close. So, they're not in the worst. This is smoke damage from the fire in the 80s. But you can see in there, that's all old varnish, charred wood, debris, dust, whatever. So I go along with my chisel. It's chipped, which is why I use it, because it's not good at chiseling much. But I go along and I run it down every section, like so. And then I take this real tiny little screwdriver that I don't remember what I got this from, and I run it through there as well to get any finer stuff. And then I vacuum it. And what this is doing is not only cleaning out some of that crap, but stripping the wood down in between of any black or charred bits, because obviously the big drum sander is not going to get down there. And then when I smear the wood filler, which is, if you remember from the drawing room, it's the same stuff, but it's like a coat of peanut butter. That gives it much more space to fill in and gain purchase to firm up. And then that's going to help solidify the floor a bit more because it's getting rid of all those gaps. It'll fill in all of the nail holes, of which there are hundreds. This is going to be interesting to see how it shakes out. I still need to screw the floor down to the studs or the joists underneath, but I need to find them. I know where 2 of them are, and I think I can do the math to figure out where the rest are, but screw those down so that I can fill those screw holes with wood putty too. I had a milkshake tonight because a local seasonal burger place called Dick's Drive-In reopened, because today is March 2nd, and it opened up yesterday. I had a chocolate peanut butter shake and a burger. Okay, bye. I think I'm very much starting to run out of strength. I can't even unfold that fucking picnic table. So I'm gonna bring the closet up actually, because really there's not much to paint in the closet that will be exposed as drywall. And priming it today made me realize I just need to know where I need to paint. I still have the roller and the thing of the ceiling paint, which is the wall color, ready. So really, if I build these, I can mark the wall where they go, where you're gonna see the drywall in the open shelves, slap the paint on, and then tomorrow I'm gonna mount it all. So I'm gonna work on that, and it's gonna take me all night. actually gonna be my first time seeing what the finish looks like for the closet. Oh, I don't mind that at all. That's nice. Okay. I mean, it's a sticker. No, I don't mind that. Cool. All right. Party on, Layton. I was so aware of cut the end off of this that'll be against the wall. But dumb me didn't take into account that I had it upside down. So the cut end is here. Luckily I cut it pretty straight, but damn it. That's just me in a nutshell. Stupid bitch. Now we take the pieces. Pretty much fine with the design of this, but it does have a few like quirks that I'm like, really? Like the top shelves you don't drill them in, they sit on pegs. And that's okay because the amount of like trim and stuff that I'm adding to the top of it and everything will make it, you know, not really matter. But still, it's just kind of like, all right, you get what you pay for. There's one. It's gonna be a little tighter in here than I envisioned, but it's okay. It's okay, because it's a closet. So, I technically need to cut the other shelves down to fit because they're, it's an adjustable closet. You can make it, I think up to 98, or excuse me, I think you can do 96 inches wide, and I don't need that. I need 80. I can cut them down, I just don't want to, but I will. And I think I'm gonna do another anchor for the side pieces. They don't tell you to, but why not? I'd rather they stay put than be able to move, which I guess they won't once the rods are in, but this one, I think I can add shelves to it. Otherwise, it can stay open. I don't know why I would need it open at the top like that. Moving on to the corner now, I guess. All right, Andrew just left. I've got my murder blankets up. I'm ready to sand the floor. So he went with me to Ace to pick up the floor sander. It's the one I've used for all the other rooms. And I picked up 40 grit sandpaper for this big barrel sander, drum sander, excuse me. Because I don't know. There's a lot of years to take down on these. So as a special treat for Andrew, I was like, do you want to see like the first strip? So this is just a single pass. Got the camera set up for the rest. So we're gonna start with 40. I'm gonna go crisscross applesauce in each direction once. Hopefully out there is only once, but that's the floor I'm worried about. Then we're gonna switch to 60, then I think 80, but it might be 100, and then I think 120 is the final. I'm gonna go all the way up to 80, whatever the third highest is. And I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna put the wood filler on everything, run over it again with the 80 once that's dried, and then finish it off with the whatever the highest is. I don't know. So I'm gonna get my mask on, my AirPods in because this thing is loud, and turn the camera on. Let's strip. Let's strip. Strip floors, not me. Well, I am taking this off though. Okay, bye. Okay, I've been hard at work. I slept in till 7, which is late for me. And I had my coffee, took my time, watched an episode of The Pit, cried, as I do. So for the last hour-ish, I've been... Alexa, what time is it? It's currently 10:41 a.m. I have got 5 hours left with the sander. I need to get the stuff spread on the floor quick. I'm actually running out of time and now I'm panicked all of a sudden. So the floors are just beautiful. I'm so happy with these. They're in such great condition. There are no stains underneath what had been stained or painted out in the hallway. Best case scenario. I need to get the filler on. That takes about an hour to dry. And while that's drying, I already sanded the stairs. So I'm gonna do the scratching through the cracks, the grooves in the stairs. And then hopefully by that point, I can come up here and get going. I'm gonna open the windows in here and turn the fan on so that it dries faster. It does have some larger gaps to fill though. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna bust a goddamn move through this. I should have done it last night, but I was exhausted. I was exhausted and my body couldn't do it anymore. I'm sweating a ton. So let's mix the wood filler mixture and yeah, fill this. Took 45 minutes to smear. I've got the fan on, windows are open. Oh, I look like one of today's youth. So now I'm gonna work on the stairs. I'm not gonna film it because there's not much exciting stuff to do. Ooh, I almost fell. I just have to gouge out the shit between the boards. So do that, spread my mixture and lock Sophia up so that she doesn't come downstairs onto this. Break up a sweat. It looks like a logo for something. I don't know. The next day, I've already been around with the floor sander, my little palm sander, cleaning up against where all the trim will be, and then any random spots where the big drum sander had left kind of marks that I wanted to erase. So I've done that. I have dust mopped the floor and then Swiffered it, and then I just wet mopped it with just water, and I did that to the stair landings as well. So this is almost dry. I just kicked the fan up a little bit higher and opened the heat vent because I forgot that I had that closed. So I'm gonna start stirring up my polyurethane. It is a water-based, which I prefer over oil because it dries faster and it's not gonna yellow over time, which as you can see, this floor is already very yellow in general because it's pine, and I don't know if it's yellow pine or not, but it's pine and it's got a yellow tint. Between coats, it needs I think 2 hours to dry. It is very quick. It's what I've used downstairs. Initially, when I did the floors in the house, I used a satin finish, and then Varathane came out with a matte finish that I used last year in the drawing room, and I like it more. So using the matte finish up here. It's Sunday. I am exhausted. It was daylight savings time. Saving. Who cares? So I woke up at right before 2 a.m. and then watched the clock switch to 3 a.m. and it's 7 now. So I guess I've only been up 4 hours technically. But I was so sore last night from all of this work that, so sore that I couldn't sleep. But that's always a fun, a fun thing. You can see the sun coming in now. Okay. we're done. Look at how pretty it's a lot more knotty, not filled, than I thought when I was, you know, sanding and all that. But I don't think I'm gonna need to do another coat, but I'm gonna give it a little bit more time just to fully feel like it's there. There are a couple spots I can see because the floor is so like warbled. There are a few spots where I need to just get a little bucket and a little roller and roll some of this on without using like the gigantic applicator. Look at that. You almost can't tell that the wall had been there before. Pretty thrilled. I'm even more thrilled that I'm done. I'm done. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.